at Blaze Media point out, Alex Nitzberg, Mitt Romney has said he's not sure how he's going to vote. He's not sure how he's going to vote when it comes to Judge Jackson. Now, this is shocking. She's not even close to a centrist or even a traditional liberal. She is a radical. It's been demonstrated. But this is how Mitt Romney rolls. Mitt Romney voted against confirming Ketanji Brown Jackson last year for the circuit judgeship, the appellate court, and now says he hasn't decided whether he'll support elevating her to the Supreme Court. He votes against her for the D.C. appellate, that is circuit court, but is undecided on whether to vote for her for the Supreme Court. You need to know, and I think you do, Romney, Murkowski, Collins, and their ilk. They're not moderates. They're not centrists. They're none of those things. The reason they're celebrated by the corrupt media, the reason they're celebrated by the American Marxists, is because they know that these people are out for themselves, to create impressions of themselves, to reinforce their narcissism about their self-righteousness. Susan Collins has announced that she's going to vote. She's going to vote for Judge Jackson for the Supreme Court of the United States. Let's get that cut, Mr. Producer. Cut 14, go.
I had been evaluating Judge Jackson's record for some time. I applied the same standards that I've applied to the other Supreme Court justices.
Remember how her palms were sweating, sweat beads on her forehead? She really had to work hard to decide whether to vote for Kavanaugh. By the way, I wouldn't have voted for Kavanaugh, but for completely different reasons. That doesn't matter. Oh, remember? Oh, my goodness. She was so upset. Oh, what am I going to do? And then gives this big speech. But here she makes up her mind very quickly. Judge Jackson, who's for all these radical things. Do you understand, Senator Collins, that Judge Jackson cannot even define that you're a woman? But that's okay with Susan Collins, who does a bad imitation of Katharine Hepburn. Uh-oh, is Will Smith going to punch me? Just need to make sure. Go ahead.
Cast votes, and I met with her for an hour and a half before the hearing, watched much of the hearing, and then I met with her yesterday for an hour. At the conclusion of that extensive review and conversation,
I interviewed her before and after, and I watched her during the hearings and an extensive review, and I therefore decided that she's more than qualified to be on the Supreme Court. She goes, I'm sure I don't agree with every decision that she casts on the court or with any justice. I expect that. And the ABA gave her the highest qualification. Of course they did. They're radical kooks too. Therefore, I'm going to vote for her. Not a word about critical race theory. Not a word about transgenderism and the ideology. Not a word about being soft on perverts. Not a word. Because I'm a righteous person. And the whole world is focused on me, Susan Collins of Maine. And I will be praised again in the media. God. 330 million people in this country. Where do we find these people? Biden, Harris, Romney, Collins. Good Lord.